It's a Medal Monday. Medal Monday instead of weekend recap vlog because we did a race this weekend. Yes, let's go. Let's twirl it. Let's twirl it. There it goes. What do you think? Also, it has a lot of sparkle on it. I love it. Anyways, we did Rock Tahoe Half Marathon this weekend. I don't know why I had to look at it to see what I did. I did a half marathon. So Rock Tahoe 2024, there's the medal. Let's wear it during this video, why not? So instead of recapping my training weekend, essentially that wasn't much of a training weekend because we did the race. So last week was low on swimming because of all the swimming stuff, and we knew the race was coming up, so I didn't run a lot. So it's all about the race this weekend. This is my hubby and I's second time running this one. We ran it last year, and I'm happy to say I'll give away the spoiler. We did PR from our time last year by 15 minutes. Probably could have even been better, but I'm excited about that. My hubby was a little stronger than me on this one, and that's what the race report will be about. So we'll just start Friday night, which was the day before the race. We go up the mountain to pick up our bib and our shirt and all of the information that we need for race day. Up the mountain to us means about an hour, 20-minute drive. We live in far east of Reno, Nevada. We live in a town called Fernley, Nevada. We went up the mountain to Tahoe. That's where this race is. Guys, if you ever get the opportunity to come out this way and you just want to do some fun races in fun places or fun half marathons, Rock Tahoe is one of the top because it is literally in heaven, like as close as you're gonna get. People come from all over to do this race just because it's in Tahoe. So like I said, if you wanted to do something exciting, come out to Tahoe and do Rock Tahoe because it starts at the top of a hill and you get to go straight down for the first 4 miles, and the first like 8 or 9 miles are just views of Tahoe. It's crazy beautiful. Weather usually is superb, and it's well supported this year. They could have done a little bit better, but there's a lot of people out there cheering, and you're never without anybody around you because they do a run walk start at 8 a.m. and then they do at 7 a.m. and then they do the actual start for runners at 8 a.m. to go. So there's always someone around. So Friday we headed up some mountain, picked everything up, had a good dinner. They have a pizza place up there called Base Camp. It's a ski resort where this is at, or near it. The actual host site of it is in Nevada, but then you walk about 10 feet and you're in California. So, but the host hotel is in Nevada, so it's called South Lake Tahoe area. And we went to Base Camp to get some pizza, and it was super good. They have a gluten-free crust there that is just my favorite, like going out gluten-free crust. It's so good. It didn't bother my tummy. We ate that around like 4 o'clock or so, and I didn't really get hungry. Our goal was to get to bed by 9. That didn't happen. We have family obligations. We have the animals, all of that. So we ended up getting to bed probably 9:30, 10-ish. For a 3:45 wake-up call. Not that anybody ever sleeps well. If you're one of those like I sleep well before I do any kind of race type people, then poo on you. But no, for real, I give you props. But tell me how, please. How do you sleep well the night before a race? Because I like wake up and check my clock and make sure that, you know, it's not past the time of waking up. So we might have got like 5.5 hours of sleep, but when I woke up I felt good. Like I didn't feel super tired. I felt hydrated. I didn't like crave caffeine because normally in the morning like I want an energy drink, and we stopped at the gas station on the drive up and I was like, I'm not even feeling an energy drink. My hubby had one, so I took a couple sips of it just for the carbonation. For once my stomach was feeling good before a race, so I was like, maybe no caffeine is the way to go. We had all of our stuff ready the night before, outfits, extra stuff for after, all packed up and ready to just get in the car. So we did that, packed up the car, headed up the mountain again. I think next year if we do the race, which we really want to because we really love this race, and it's just early in the season and it's fun and it's PR worthy because you go downhill for a while. So I think next year we'll get a hotel for the weekend for sure. I did my hair for Father's Day yesterday, so that's why I have curly hair. I don't usually have curly hair, you guys know that. So, but it's looking cute, so I'm just like playing with it because I'm like, what do I do with it? So headed up the mountain, stopped and got gas on the way. I had packed, I did 2 rice cakes with peanut butter and a whole serving of peanut butter and a banana. So I ate that on the way up there. And then when we got up there, tried to go bathroom and all of that before they put you on a shuttle to take you back to the start, because then you run to the finish line. It's not a circle or a loop or anything. You start way at the top of this hill and then you finish down at the bottom. So we ran to that, or we got to that front feeling good. Like I said, I didn't feel super tired. I was happy. I was getting a little hungry. I did pack a peanut butter bar. So our shuttle was the early shuttle. So we got up there like an hour 15 before the race started. So before the race started, we sat and we stretched a lot. We got to the portas. Like my GI was still feeling good. That was one thing about this race that I'm super excited. I didn't have any GI issues. So whatever I ate and drank during that time is definitely a keeper. So no GI issues. Probably about a half hour, 40 minutes before the race, I ate a peanut butter Think bar, one of those peanut butter chocolate ones. Really good because I was starting to get hungry. And then right before race start, I did a Spring Energy gel. Thinking about all my fuel because it's fresh in my mind, and it's something foreshadowing about how I felt toward the end, because it's fuel is something that I really, really need to work on, and I need to pinpoint because I get to a point where I'm just tired. It isn't like I don't have any injury, I don't hurt too bad, it's just my body gets tired, and I know that's 100% fuel. Especially it got a little warmer during this race than we expected. I was wearing shorts and a tank top, so it wasn't something where I was overdressed, but being that high in elevation, I think we start at somewhere in the 8,000 feet area, and then we run down to about 4.5 or so. So being that high in elevation, you're close to the sun, it gets hotter. But at first we thought it was only going to be like mid 60s, but it warmed up quick. It was 55 at race start, and then it just got warmer from there, and the sun blaring right on you, so it got hot quick. I felt so good though. Last year we went out hot, like going down that hill, we were like, oh, we feel so good, and we hit like an 8:40 mile, which our like average pace at the end ended up last year being like 15 or 12 and a half minutes per mile, something like that. We finished last year in 2:45 and this year in 2:30. So this year we held ourselves back a little bit for that first mile or two and just kept it where we knew our bodies were already good even on flat land to run that. So we lower 9s. The first 5 miles were like, they just felt easy. They came easy, low heart rate. They felt so good. We're at like a 10-minute average over the first 5 miles. My dumb butt didn't drink anything until the first rest stop, and the first rest stop didn't come until like mile 3.5, which I put on the little note for them when they asked for survey after to get that rest stop a little earlier, because yeah, that was tough. But I did have water on me, I just didn't drink it. So yeah, there's that. Speaking of water, I'm thirsty now. I had a shaker full of liquid IV. I need to hydrate. All right. The water that was in that water bottle was old. That's why I was like, I need to go grab this. You know when you grab that old water and you're like, it just tastes weird. This kind of was too, but it's just tasting salty because that's what it is. So my brain's confused. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna put this in. I might just put the vloggy parts afterwards, but these views in this race are quite amazing. So maybe I'll put the vloggy part now. Like, here's everything from the race. now, and then kind of finish the recap. Yeah, we'll do that. So here is what I recorded during the race from start to finish. And then I will, once you watch that part, we'll finish off the end recap. Oh, I wonder if they let's look up our race numbers. I already have it. Ooh. My life.
Thank you.
Yeah, strawberry lemonade. Good morning, it's race morning. We're in Tahoe, state line, technically Nevada, but we're hence the name of it, state line. The entire race is pretty much in Nevada. I think the finish line might be right on the border.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, it's a little warmer, but not like heat warm. No. So just warmer than 40. So that's nice. It's not cold. Yeah. We're hoping to both get our little poop breaks in.
Poop break.
And then the bus will take us up the hill to up the start line. 13.1, first race of the season. Let's go. You ready, babe?
Definitely ready.
I have to look at that pace chart, but
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, let's get him, ladies and gentlemen. You got this, though. Let's go. You got this. All the way to the finish line. You got this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I got to get a PR. Let's go.
starting time. Let's go. 1 mile in, 10:31. Let's go. 1 mile. We got it. It's not time. Yes, you can have it here. Mile 2, all downhill. 9:11, 9:17, something like that. We're still going downhill. I'm ready for some water. Thirsty. Four miles in, one of the most beautiful places on earth. Let's go! Averaging a 10-minute mile pace right now. Feeling good. Our first little hill just passed. Still the most magical place on earth. I swear, I love this place. Thank you guys! Nice job, keep it up. Yeah!
Yeah. Hey, this one I got you
Oh,
taking a selfie.
you guys are just pacing for the selfies. Now I know why you're a little fast. Yeah, there's no camera here this time. We get to go through a tunnel. Honk honk. Beep beep. Rockin' Tahoe. Oh, I didn't even see him. I love it. Oh, we missed our call again. All coming up. So
Sounds like another.
yeah.
Okay.
8 miles in. My camera's really dirty. 8 miles in. Hour 26. Still way ahead of last year. Thank you. I'm giving people high fives. Water looks like that, so can't be too sad. Just over 10 miles. Let's go. Fun rest stop up ahead. You got it. And that was the last uphill. Yes. $12 miles in. Yay! Both of us. You got it. 12 miles. Let's go. 1.1 PR for this course, baby.
Oh, I think I'm videoing.
That happens.
Good job.
That's okay.
At the bottom, there's a
Picture. Picture. Got it.
All done. Got our medals.
All done.
13.3, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely hard.
Post half marathon popsicle is heaven. It's our best idea. Tahoe Pops. You guys rock. So mile 6 probably went pretty good too, but then you hit your first hill, and so you're going downhill this whole time, and then you get these pretty big long uphills. The grades probably somewhere in the 3 to 4% area, but they're just long. They just go on forever, and people are walking at this point, and your brain is like, oh, this is a lot harder than going downhill for sure. So I had a lot of I got in my head, and I was like, I'm super worried about Ironman coming up in 4 months, and like I can't keep a 9-10 minute pace like I want to. Like that 10-minute pace area is my goal for the full marathon, and I'm like, I can't keep that right now. How am I going to do it in 4 months? So I got super overwhelmed. Like I'm getting overwhelmed just thinking about it now, and I just kept thinking about that, and it's mental. It's a lot of mental. Because then that mental goes into your body, and your body gets defeated and sad, and yeah. So some of the fewer end miles weren't as good, and then my hubby was killing it. He's awesome. He's been working really hard too to train for his first half Ironman, and it's just not fair. No, it is fair. He's training hard, so I'll give him that. But like, men just pick that. Like, I've been training for the last year, and he's starting to get faster with less training than what I've done over the last year. So I'm like frustrated. But mostly though, like I can be as fast, but my body is doing some weird things. I still have that trouble with the pads of my feet. I am getting blisters still down there, so I got to work on those calluses. Plus, hold on, plus I think I was running weird because of my hip troubles that I've been having. I had no calf pain, so I was super excited about that. So I just got in my head, and the last couple miles were a little slower than I would have liked them to be. But in the end, I am still so super proud that like 15 minutes better than last year, still 11:15 pace over a half marathon. Which is, it's tougher than it looks, because those first downhill you're like, yeah, this is great, but actually going downhill for that long lights up your quads. So last year, like, we could feel it after those first 4 miles. So I'm super proud that like I didn't feel sore during the race. I can feel it a little bit today for sure. Finish line was awesome. Hubby waved it for me. We got to hold hands and cross the finish line. Hubby's messaging me right now, so I know he knows I'm talking about him. We caught up with one of our friends toward the end of the race. She works at our local pet store, and we love seeing her going out and running. It was actually her first half marathon, and I didn't realize that. I think I knew it, but like didn't realize it till she posted at the end. So it was really cool to see her. Got some spirit back and was like jogging a little bit with her at the end. Like I said, hubby and I finished hand in hand. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite parts of having a partner who is super into the same stuff that you do. Endurance athletes and all that are a whole different character. So if you have one partner that isn't, it gets a little funny for sure, but I love that I get to do that with my hubby. So end of the race, like I said, I felt disappointed that I couldn't push as hard as I want to, and I get that way sometimes, and I know it's mental work. So that's my goal, is to get my mantras together and my self-talk a whole lot better, because I will get overwhelmed and then start to breathe bad, hyperventilate, cry, whatever it may be, and that doesn't help at all. So I need to get my mental game back together. As you saw in my little vloggy things after the race, they have these popsicles. They're for purchase, like a company comes and sells popsicles. They're the best thing to have after half Ironman. It was amazing. Or half marathon. We didn't do a half Ironman this weekend. Then we went and got dinner. We got a big old burger. Love that. And I felt good. Like I was a little sore, like a little slow, a little limpy. Definitely tired though. So in the end, I know it comes down to I needed a lot more hydration earlier and more often. So I have to carry more my own hydration. Add a little bit more salt into the game, because when I was done with the race, I had a junk headband on like I normally do, and I had sweat salt on it so much that like it was cracking salt off in the end. So I wish I videoed that. I didn't. If it happens again, I will, but I hope it doesn't happen again, because I want to hydrate myself better. So I know I was a little underhydrated. Other than that, I had a freaking amazing time. And once again, this race is like racing in friggin' heaven, as you saw in all those little video shots on there. I'll do some shorts here too to show it off a little more. This medal is always cool. They got some cool support there. They had a drum team, as you saw in the little vloggy areas. That was really cool. And yeah, we're definitely going to do it again. We love that race. Like I said, it's early in the season, so it's not bothering any other things that we're doing. We'll have to look at our season for next year for sure. But I feel super good. Hubby and I have talked about, we were supposed to do this 50K again. I have the little award from last year that we did. But we're thinking with our goals for this year being mostly triathlon and what a 50K does to our body, we're probably going to forego it and maybe do an Olympic or sprint triathlon that weekend or the next instead, just because we have some big goals for our half Ironman and me for my full Ironman for qualifying for Kona. I did do a coach call this morning with my coach, and she seems very confident that I have the skill and the training even last year going into it this year, as long as I work on these little niggles that I'm having and everything in my body, that I will get that goal time. And last year. One of the first place in my age group is pro this year. That was at that race last year. So like age group, I should be able to get in that. It's going to be probably top 5 area that will roll down to go to Hawaii. So I'm very hopeful for that. That would be super cool. And hubby and I have talked about it, and there's no way we couldn't take the opportunity if that comes, because we never know what's going to happen. So when I qualify for Kona, not just if, when I qualify for Kona in October, we're definitely going to take it. We'll figure out the money somehow. Rock Tahoe. So yeah, I did coach call, and she agrees probably on not doing the 50K. And yeah, coming up next then would be that one of those triathlons in July. Hubby wants to get kind of his feet in the water. He has never done any triathlon, so he's like hoping to literally get his feet in the water for triathlon before he does his 70.3 Ironman. I'm feeling good. I have a PT appointment today, still working on a lot of stretching, and we have a lot more to frickin' come. If you're here, if you made it to the end of this video, or even if you're watching this by fast and forwarding, I want to let you know that you can do anything that you put your mind to, no matter what it is. You're going to be able to do it. I'm not a superhuman. I'm not a super athlete. I'm not gifted in that way. I work hard at the things that I want to do, and I work on my mental about that I can. I know that my body can, so I work hard toward it, and so I go out and do it. You can too. Don't let your I want to's turn into I can'ts. I can't wait for more race reports to come your way, and more medals to go up on the wall. And I hope to see some of your guys' medal. If you're still here, press that subscribe. I love you guys. I'll check in with you soon. Hey there, just a little reminder of who I am. My name is Dana, aka Trihrdrgrl. That's me. I am a triathlete, former CrossFitter, former high school athlete, but anything crazy. I wasn't given natural talent. I work hard toward everything that I do, and I want to remind people that they can too. They can do anything in their goals. I'm also a pulmonary embolism survivor, a cancer survivor, and I want people to know that if they have those kind of big health things come up in their life, they can come out of them and they can turn it into whatever they want. I know you can. And come along for my journey by pressing that subscribe. This year my goal is to qualify for the World Championships in Kona, Hawaii through Ironman Triathlon, and I will be doing that in October, the end of October, for Ironman California. So last year I finished in 14 hours and 55-ish minutes. Look, my time's right here. 14:50, and this year I want to break that 11-hour mark, so I want to get 4 hours, around that 4 hours better area, and qualify for Kona. So let's do it together. Press that subscribe. Join me for daily vlogs.